When's the last time you heard the gospel? Now, I know, especially as Christians here in America or just being Americans, it would be pretty easy for us to say, listen, I've heard the gospel, I hear the gospel, I'm aware of it, blah, blah. But have we, right? Have we? Has it been a while? Or I would challenge you, have you actually heard it well in the right sense, in the right type of context? Because truth be told, yes, if we grabbed a baseball right now and threw out the window and anywhere in America, chances are you can pretty quickly hit a church, right? I'm here in Houston in Texas. We're basically the Bible Belt around here. It is definitely that way for me. I'm in Matthew chapter 16. I'm going to read from here and kind of let you hear it maybe just a little differently, okay? And the Pharisees and Sadducees came and to test him, they asked him to show them a sign from heaven. He answered them, when it is evening, you say, it'll be fair weather, for the sky is red. In the morning, it'll be stormy today, for the sky is red and threatening. You know how to interpret the appearance of the sky, but you cannot interpret the signs of the times. An evil and adulterous generation seeks for a sign, but no sign will be given to it except the sign of Jonah. So he left them and departed. What are we talking about, right? So again, if you've read the gospel before, Pharisees and Sadducees like to come up to Jesus, test him, go, "Hey, let's show some validity here. What do you know? Let's test you. Let's see your wisdom." And Jesus goes, "Okay, we've done this before. We talked about this before. I get it. You guys are freaking out because there's crowds around me. You want to know what's really going on. But truth be told, all you're doing is wanting signs. You're wanting wonders. You want me to show off like it's magic. The truth is, the message is the most important part. The kingdom of heaven is here. I am the Son of Man, the Son of God. I'm here to save you. Look to me, right? That is the message, and they're missing it every chance they get. So, of course, Jesus is going to say, well, listen, the only sign I'm going to give you this time around is Jonah. Now, what's up with that, right? In our world today, it's easy for us to say, okay, what if we had the perfect president? Well, if we had the perfect representatives in the House of Congress and then the Senate? What if we had the perfect parents? What if we had the perfect career? What if we had the perfect lifestyle? Would that be enough? Now, people have done interviews before with people who are millionaires, billionaires, and many of them would say it is not good enough to have your own kingdom, to be your own king of everything, to have all the money in the world. This is not good enough. There's still something within. It's not an issue of without. Yes, the world's evil. Yes, the world's full of wickedness. But the problem is that wickedness starts from within, not without. This is the point of the cross. This is the point of Jesus, because no matter what solutions we come up with on the outside, it is not going to take care of the evil within, the darkness within, right? And even more so when we're talking about our own lives, eternity, there is something hereafter, and we have to be aware there is eventually going to be judgment for this. There is going to be judgment for what we've done while we are on earth, what we did with our lives, and whether or not we've said yes to Jesus, whether or not we've said we need Jesus versus try to do things our own way and in our own pride. It doesn't get to say we're doing this. And of course, when Jesus is talking about Jonah, here's the funny thing. If you go back and read the story of Jonah, Jonah was a prophet. Jonah speaks to Nineveh, which was basically Assyria back then. They worshiped multiple gods. And Jonah purposely did not want to share the message because he knew if these people repented, then boom, it was done deal. They weren't going to get judged. And why was this a problem? Well, Jonah's an Israelite, and frankly, the Assyrians were enemies of the Israelites. So Jonah wants nothing to have of this whole conversation. He's like, no, destroy them, get them out of the way. But what's funny is near the end of the story, a plant comes up to basically cover Jonah's head. The plant dies, and Jonah starts going, "Oh, just kill me. This plant, it was helping me out. It was doing some wonders for me. Just destroy me." And God goes, listen, you don't care at all about souls, about the Ninevites, but you care more for this plant that was just covering you from the sun. That's a messed up heart, dude. That's a messed up heart. You care more about something so silly and simple than people's lives and souls. That's a problem. Same thing applies to us. If we care so much more about this thing, that, getting more money, having the right career, getting more knowledge, going to the gym, pumping more iron, if we care more about these things and getting a heart for Christ and sharing Christ more for others, that's a problem. That's an issue. And we got to correct that. We got to change that. We got to take care of that. And most important of all, having our own relationship with Jesus. That is the most vital thing for every single one of us. We need Christ because at the end of the way, there is hell. At the end of the day, there is hell, there is eternity, and it's all a matter of what we're going to do with that conversation, right? So if you haven't thought about it in a while, or if you've never heard it before, it all comes down to Jesus. And it's real simple. All you got to do is cry out, Jesus, I need you, save me. Jesus, I need you, save me. There's no special incantation, no special instructions. Just do that. And if y'all need any further help on that, let me know. Always happy to help out. Love you guys and have a fantastic day.